It's the dictionary. 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 It's the dictionary.
Ba-ba-doop-boop-ba-ba-doop-boo. Hello, word nerds. Welcome to the dictionary. I am your host, Spencer. That's me. Okay, let's talk about the words. The first word in this episode looks like it could be pronounced glower or glower. Glower. First form. This is the intransitive verb form. It is from the 15th century. What does it mean? What does it mean? It is to look or stare with, sullen annoyance or anger. Glowering at somebody. Sullen annoyance or anger. I'm annoyed at you, but I'm like chill about it. I'm just glowering over in your face because you made me so sullenly angry and annoyed. This is my glower face. Okay, that's that word. This etymology says it is from the Middle Lower German gluren, which means to be overcast. Like, I think we had, it's been a little bit since I recorded, so we had some similar words, I think, about feeling kind of crappy and having this overcast thing over you. Glow. Was it? But no, that's a different. I don't know. There was probably something. And then also, Middle Dutch gluren, which means to leer. So like staring, leering, looking kind of maybe creepily. And to have this overcast feeling, this negative feeling over your head, this black cloud. And then you say, well, I guess I must glower now. I'm a glowerer. All right, moving on. Oh, I got to make a sound effect. Let's go. What am I going to do? Chink, tonk, tonk. Nope, I don't like those sounds. Bibbidi-boo-boo. That's more fun. Okay, now we have the second form of glower or glower. It's a noun from 1715. It is a sullen, brooding look of annoyance or anger. You just rearrange the words at all. That's all it is. So the face, when you are glowering, you have a glower. What is a glower? You're very sullenly angry. Now, what did I say with my sound effect mouth parts? Blue, 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 blue. Now we have glow lamp. Glow lamp. Noun from 1884. It is a gas discharge electric lamp in which most of the light proceeds from the glow of the gas near the cathode. And I saw that word cathode and I thought it said cat hole. Okay, so it's a kind of lamp. It's electric. There's gas in it. And we did have, in the previous episode, glow discharge, a luminous electrical discharge without sparks through a gas. I don't know if this is related at all. Could be, maybe. And this glow lamp, the glow comes from, the light proceeds from the glow of the gas near the cathode. So you find the cathode, you see the gas over there, and then the light's going to come from that, and then it's maybe a glow discharge. Glow lamp. Can you just buy a glow lamp at the store? You go to a lamp store, and can you get a glow lamp? Or is this more of a sciencey thing that you got to have in your lab? Who's got a glow lamp in their lab? Their glow lamp lab. Beep beep boop boop doo. Now we have glow plug, 2 words, noun from circa 1941. It is a heating element in a diesel engine cylinder to preheat the air and facilitate starting. It makes starting the engine easier to facilitate starting because it's preheating the air. Heating elements preheat because the air is like, I'm cold, and then there's a glow plug is like, yo, I'll heat you up. I'm gonna warm you up, so we can make the engine go. But we have also a similar element for ignition in other internal combustion engines. So other types of engines that aren't diesel engines, they also have a glow plug, making the air hot. Woo wee. Blue 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 blue. Oh, here we go. It's our last glow word, by the way. Momentous occasion. It's glowworm. One word. Noun from the 14th century. Glowworm? A worm? When I was a child, we had a toy called glowworms. I think we did. I should look up what they look like. I think they were sleepy, from what I remember, and I believe their faces glowed. They had a fancy battery thing inside of them that made their face glow. Oh, look at that. They're in pajamas. And, oh, yes, I remember. I don't know if I had one, but I think a friend had one or something. And, if you children today don't know what a glowworm is, then you should definitely look it up. Now, this says glowworm with no W in glow. I wonder if Big Glowworm said, no, you have to spell it differently. Let's see, from Hasbro, in the 80s, that's when I was born, introduced in 1982, plush pajamaed worm body contained a battery-powered device that, when squeezed, would light up the toy's vinyl head from within, creating a soft glow. Oh, boy. And then it says, Glo Friends Play School expanded the brand of Glo toys made of soft vinyl that glowed and released the Glo Friends animated series in 1986. Oh, we're going to have to probably post a link to a video of that in the show notes. The Glo Friends, spelled G-L-O. Oh, man, I didn't realize that they went all hardcore like that. I probably saw it. Okay, so what for real is a glowworm? According to the dictionary, it's any of various luminous insect larvae or adults with wings, rudimentary or lacking. Okay, we have more coming up, but don't you worry. So basically, all these different type of insects, it's either the larva version of it, the young version of it that is a glowworm, or also it could be adults that have either rudimentary wings or have no wings at all, but maybe the ones who do have wings don't glow. But we have more. Oh, we have so much more. Especially a larva or wingless female of a firefly that emits light from the abdomen. The species name there is, the family name is Lampyridae, and I wonder if the word lamp there is on purpose. It seems like it would be. Did they have a glow lamp in their abdomen or their butt? The young firefly or the wingless female of the firefly. And I think so that is the one that maybe a lot of people are talking about, these glowworms, but I think the first portion of the definition is more talking about, and I should put a link of this in the show notes, the glowworm with the larvae or the wingless, the rudimentary or wingless adults. See, that's the thing. The glowworm could be lots and lots of different types of things. But what I am thinking of, I think is this, it says fungus gnat. 3 genera of fungus gnats are bioluminescent and known as glowworms in their larval stage. They produce a blue-green light. The larvae spin sticky webs to catch food. They are found in caves, overhangs, rock cavities, and other sheltered wet areas. They are usually classified under the family Caraplatidae, but that is not universally accepted, and some authors place them under Mycetophilidae instead. Anyway, I bring this up because there is a cave in New Zealand. There's maybe more, actually, more than one, but I went to one. Sharon and I went to one many, many years ago, and you get to you hang out in these rafts, just going down the water, and then there's these things that are hanging. So I think that is it that the they're glowing, and they make this sticky thing that hangs from the ceiling or someplace, and then the other insects will run into that and get caught, and then they will eat them, and they say, "Yummy! I'm also an insect. My glowing brought you over to me." And if you have ever a chance to go visit these, you got to go visit them. Okay, so hey, that was glowworm. Now we gotta go. This is a word called gloxinia. Gloxinia. It is a noun from circa 1820. It is any of a genus of tuberous herbaceous gesneriads found from Mexico to Argentina, especially. The genus name is Siningia, but especially a Brazilian plant widely cultivated for its bell-shaped or slipper-shaped flowers. And we have, first of all, I'm going to look this up, gloxinia, and Gloxi, there we go. And let's see, the species name for this one in Brazil is Siningia speciosa. That's what that is. And oh, what a beautiful flower this is. Or is it, it's an herbaceous, tuberous herbaceous gesneriad. These petals are like wavy on the edges. They're very wavy and kind of bumpy. And the examples that I'm seeing have a lot of deep color on the part that's closer to the center, and then there's a kind of like a white strip around the edges. And then there's red ones, and there's probably other colors too. Okay, so that is the gloxinia, and the name comes from B.P. Gloxin, who was an 18th century German botanist. Doesn't say when they were born, when they died, because maybe we don't know. We just know that they were alive in the 18th century, which would be the 1700s. Okay, gloxinia, like saying that word. Gloxin, they were like, this is a thing I've never seen before in a German accent. I shall name it, or somebody shall name it after me. Next we have gloze, spelled Gloze, or Z-E for you British people. Now, when I hear the word glows, I think of Glows, not this one. So what is this one? It's the first form. It is a transitive verb from the 14th century, and it's archaic. The synonym is the first definition for the fourth form of the word gloss, which, if I go back over on this page, here we go. The fourth form of gloss number 1, to provide a gloss for, explain, define, interpret. So it used to be glows. Well, we do have some etymology, so let's read that one. This is from Middle English, glossen, which means to gloss, or also flatter. And then also gloss, which means gloss. So it's really just gloss, and I guess they were like, well, it's gloss, and if we want to verbize it, we would say glows. I'm going to gloze you. I'm going to explain some things to you. That's what I'm doing. I am glozing the dictionary to you. You're welcome for all of this glozing. Glozing. Okay, well, hey, that was an old transitive verb, and now we go blue, 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 blue. The second form of glows is also a transitive verb from the 14th century. The synonym is the number 1 definition for the second form of the word gloss, which is right over here. It is to mask the true nature of, also give a deceptively attractive appearance to, and this word is used with the word over. Now, this one had an example. Gloss, second form, number 1, had an example. The misery was general where not glossed over by liberal application of alcohol. I remember that one. So I guess we could replace it with the word glows. The misery was general where not glozed over by liberal application of alcohol. Drink a lot of alcohol, don't feel so miserable, or maybe sometimes it makes you feel more miserable. It depends on the person. Okay, so that was all about the word glows. Glows. Glossing over things, explaining things. Yeah. We can bring it back. If you want to bring it back, you can do that. I will allow it. So, that was the last of the GLOs, and now we get into the GLUs. Oh, the GLs, you're going to go on for a little bit longer. So, blue, 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 blue. Now we have the prefix gluk or gluco, and we're going to see words with this prefix well into the next episode. So, gluk or gluco, it means glucose. As in the example, glucokinase. We're going to see that shortly. Glucokinase is using the prefix gluk, which means glucose. Could you not tell? You might have known that. And now we shall go to glucagon. 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 Noun from 1923. It's a protein hormone that is produced especially by the islets of Langerhans and that promotes an increase in the sugar content of the blood by increasing the rate of glycogen breakdown in the liver. And I believe, if I remember correctly, in Weird Al's song Pancreas, he mentions the islets or the isles of Langerhans, and they mention liver here, so maybe the liver and the pancreas are working together with glycogen and glucagon, and they're doing some stuff. It promotes the increase of the sugar content. Like, hey, you need some sugar, here you go. Glucagon. Okay, so where does this word come from? It is from the gluk prefix plus agon, which is perhaps from the Greek word agon, which is from agene, which means to lead or drive. So it's leading, it's driving, it's pushing forward the thing. So maybe because it's this hormone, it's like, hey, I'm leading the charge of going to the islets of Langerhans and promoting the increase of the sugar content of the blood by increasing the rate of glycogen breakdown in the liver. I'm a glucagon. Boo-doop-boo-boo-boo. Now we have glucan or glucan. Glucan. Noun from 1941. Now all of these words are from the word glucose, which we won't see until the end of this episode. I very much wish we could learn about it at the beginning, and I can't skip ahead. So you have to just wait and then maybe reverse back. Maybe just start this episode all over again once it's done. So glucan, noun from 1941, a polysaccharide that is a polymer of glucose. And the example would be glycogen or cellulose. A polysaccharide like glycogen or cellulose that is a polymer of glucose. And I fully understand what that means, and I'm sure you do too, so we don't need to discuss it any further. So we got to move on to glucocorticoid. Glucocorticoid, noun from 1950. It is any of a group of corticosteroids, like cortisol, that are involved especially in carbohydrate, protein, and fat metabolism, that are anti-inflammatory and immunosuppressive, and that are used widely in medicine. And why are they widely used in medicine? Why so widely used? It's to alleviate the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis. That's a thing that really sucks for people. It says compare to mineralocorticoid. Interesting. Another sort of probably corticosteroid. And if you maybe got the RA, the rheumatoid arthritis, maybe your doctor will prescribe some glucocorticoids to help with because it's anti-inflammatory. Your like joints and stuff are being inflamed if you got some arthritis going on. Helps with the metabolism of carbs, proteins, fats. Immunosuppressive. So is it going to... It's going to suppress, is it suppress the immune system or do something I don't know. That seems like it would be the opposite. That is the glucocorticoid. A little bit hard to say. Glucocorticoid. Hey, if you're on this, has it been helping you? Do you have the RA and you're taking some glucocorticoids? Call me up, leave me an email, a voicemail, whatever it is. Tell me about your glucocorticoid experience. Now we have glucokinase or glucokinase. It is a noun also from 1950. It is a hexokinase found especially in the liver that catalyzes the phosphorylation of glucose. There were some very interesting words in there, and I'm sure, again, just like me, you completely 100% understand what that means, and I don't need to explain it any further because you know all about glucokinase. I can tell you that it has something to do with glucose and also a kinase, which I guess we'll learn about in the Ks. And the liver. Next we have gluconate. Gluconate, noun from 1884. It is a salt or ester of gluconic acid. Ooh, we're going to see that soon. Gluconic acid. That sounds really cool and heavy metal and scary. Whoa. Next we have gluconeogenesis. 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 Noun from 1912. This is formation of glucose within the animal body, especially by the liver, from substances other than carbohydrates. Examples of those would be fats and proteins. Okay, so this is the creation of this, the formation of glucose, because it's gluconeogenesis. Genesis, we know all about that word. It's in the animal body, so I guess it's not in the plant body. It's not in the fungus body, just in the animals, because they got livers. You got a liver probably, unless you had to have it removed. Can you survive without a liver? People need liver transplants, so I don't think surviving without a liver is probably a great option. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's what's happening with the gluconeogenesis. Now we have, here it is, gluconic acid. 2 words, noun from 1871. It is a crystalline acid, C6H12O7, obtained by oxidation of glucose. Yep. Next we have glucosamine or glucosamine. This is a noun from 1884. It is an amino derivative, C6H13NO5, of glucose, an amino derivative of glucose that occurs especially as a constituent of various polysaccharides that are components of structural substances, and examples would be chitin and cartilage. So I think of those as like, they're a kind of tissue. They're a kind of thing on your body. Cartilage is like not quite a bone. It's like a harder substance than just your skin and your muscles, but it's not as hard as bone. You got cartilage in your nose. You got cartilage in your ears to give them some structure and some hardness. Sharks, I think, are like largely cartilage. Largelage. And chitin, that's another sort of like hard sort of animal tissue substance. So what even were we talking about? Glucosamine, an amino derivative of glucose that occurs especially as a constituent of various polysaccharides that are components of structural substances. So there's glucosamine maybe in your nose. Yeah, if you pick up there, you might find it, but don't pick too hard. Maybe in your ears as well, and other cartilage places and places that have chitin. that they're inside of that, I guess. I have no idea what we're talking about. Oh, I know what we're talking about. Ba-da-ba-ba-boom. We're talking about glucose. It's our last word. Glucose. Noun from 1840. Number 1, a crystalline sugar, C6H12O6. That's it. We're done. Nope. Got more to say. Specifically, the sweet, colorless, soluble dextrorotatory form that occurs widely in nature and is the usual form in which the carbohydrate is assimilated by animals. My brain does not know anything about this stuff. I'm sure it's not that complicated, and I've heard of it. When I think of glucose, I think of sugar and sweets because that's what I was trained to learn. But man, but we got another definition. That was number 1. We have, what's the next number? It's 13, exactly. No, number 2, a light-colored syrup made from cornstarch. Well, that sounds pretty sugary and sweet, so that makes sense. You make you take some cornstarch, you make a syrup, you make it light-colored, you got a glucose. Is this like a dialect? Do some people say this and some people don't? I don't know. Okay, so where does this word come from, this glucose word? It's French, modified of the Greek glucose, which means must or sweet wine. Akin to the Greek glykis, which means sweet, and there's more at the word dulcet. So, is this, I just want to look up Greek sweet wine. Is there a specific thing? Let's see. Is there anything that starts with glucose? Greek sweet wines are diverse and historic, ranging from intense sun-dried red Mavrodaphne and ancient-style Malvasia to aromatic Muscat and honeyed Vinsanto. Famous for their rich raisiny and oxidative profiles, popular examples include Samos Vindu, Santo Wines Vinsanto, and Kurtaki Mavrodaphne of Patras, offering excellent value and complex flavors. But I didn't see anything about GLEUKOS. Words, letters, stupid. But I guess that is maybe back in the day they were using that word to describe all of their Greek sweet wines that they were drinking at parties, because the Greeks, they love to party. So it's all from the Greek word, basically glikis, that means sweet, and we find glucose in sweet things, and we're like, yummy glucose. This makes me, it's so tasty in my mouth, that glucose. All right, we got to pick a word of the episode. Today we had glower or glower, and then again glower or glower, glow lamp, glow plug, glow worm, gloxinia, glows, gluc or gluco, glucagon, glucan, glucocorticoid, glucokinase. It's the double k sound. Gluconate, gluconeogenesis, gluconic acid, glucosamine, and glucose. I mean, obviously, I should pick glucose because it was such an important word for all of these other words in this episode. But I kind of feel like I need to pick glowworm as the word of the episode. The glowworm is hanging from the ceiling. It's making a sticky web. It's gonna catch some insects in its web because of its glowing butt. The butt glows. The butt glows. Where does the butt start? The butt glows. In a glowworm. Okay, that was great. I did not bring up my movie list ahead of time, and of course I need to tell you about a movie that I watched. Let's see. Oh, we watched an older movie. This is from, 20 years ago. Jeez. This was a really interesting movie called Wristcutters, and I think the subtitle is A Love Story. and it was very interesting and deals. I think it's worth a watch. It deals with some serious topics, and it gets weird at times, and I think it's worth a watch. And I had never heard of it before, so maybe we can bring a little attention to a movie that maybe not a lot of people know about. It's called Wristcutters. Right off the bat, you're like, oh, okay, we're dealing with some stuff now. Yeah. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for checking it out. You can watch this on YouTube. You can join the Patreon for $1 a month. Thank you to my very small handful of patrons. Maybe there's just a few of you. And buy some merchandise. There's a link in the show notes. Send me an email, dictionarypod@gmail.com. Send me a voicemail, 917-727-5757. You could also just send me a voice memo if you want to just record that on your phone and email it. Social media @dictionarypod. And that's it for you today. It's also it for me today. This has been Spencer, dispensing information. Goodbye.